So, you know, for those of you who've been part of my channel for a long time, you're probably like, where have you been? And I was looking at the time. Last time I did a video, like a real stream, was the last day of May of this year, and I've been gone. And people have been asking me, you know, where you been? Like, are you coming back, or, you know, what's going on? And you know, I always knew I was coming back, but I just felt like things were going to have to change. They just couldn't keep going the way they were. And I just want to go through like what I was thinking and what I'm thinking now, and you know, we'll go from there. It's not going to be, you know, it's not going to be too emotional. It's just not who I am. But let's go over it. So what's going on with the channel? Well, you know, streaming every day, like just like a 1 hour stream, 2 hour stream, it was taking me like 3 and 4 hours to put together. And I know you don't think that's, you know, a lot of time. We get 24 hours a day, but man, when you're not monetized, you know, when you're not getting any interaction at all, and I'm not criticizing, I'm just saying when you're just not getting enough, you're not getting enough people in the chat that they can talk amongst themselves. They can't, I mean, it just doesn't go well, right? And to keep spending that amount of time and getting the returns I was getting just didn't make any sense. That didn't mean I didn't want to be on YouTube. It just meant that streaming, it wasn't going to be the way for me, that it just isn't going to work that way. So that was one of the things. That was like the main reason I stopped. But I stopped with the intent of doing something different. I just didn't know what that is. Another thing that happened is I sort of started getting down by the negativity. Now, I can see the irony in, you know, if I attack the Fed, okay, you know, that's negativity, right? But normally the negativity is like well-reasoned in the sense that, like, you can complain about for instance, if the Fed's inflation mandate is 2% per year, and since 1960 it's over 900%, the Fed didn't do their job, okay? Or something didn't work out. I can be negative there. But when you have some rando, okay, I said something nice about a different YouTube channel. I said, I thought this was a really great channel and you should probably go watch their stuff. And I got hit with stop trying to profit off of their channel, which, again, I can't profit off a channel if I'm not monetized, and all kinds of weird stuff. Plus, I don't know who these people are arguing with me. I don't know if they're like, you know, I don't know if they're kids somewhere. I don't know if they're, you know, it just didn't make any sense. And so, like, responding to negativity wasn't going to be the best use of my time. You know, it just didn't, like, it added into, this doesn't make any sense. So now I'm streaming and I'm getting this criticism, and it's not, to me, it's not warranted, and it's not something that I can really, you know, come back with. Another thing is I was just getting worn out. I'm still worn out. You know, my main job is real estate broker, real estate agent. So that entails me going to houses, showing houses, setting up schedules, going through inspections, helping buyers buy homes, helping sellers sell homes, any number of different ways, helping market properties, looking for new clients, et cetera, et cetera. And during the rage, you know, during the just mania that it was, I mean, I would spend all day showing houses. It'd be hot, miserable, whatever. You know, it'd get to be 8 o'clock at night, 9 o'clock at night. Now somebody wants to write an offer, which is totally great, and I'm glad. But I'm exhausted, and now I'm supposed to do a live stream, and I'm supposed to study up. I mean, it just got to be too much. And the business itself was exhausting. And so when you add, the live stream to that, it's not pleasant. It didn't get to be fun. Another thing is it started to become a stale message. You know, you can only say the housing market is off the rails so many times before you're just tired of saying it. You can see it happening, and you're trying to tell other people that it's happening, and you're showing them, and you're giving them examples. But, you know, either it's not resonating, or, you know, I don't know. I'm just not someone that can just say the same thing over and over and over again. And I got tired of it. I got tired of it. And then people say, well, John, house prices are higher now than they were when you said that the market was in trouble. I think the market's in trouble. Now, how you want to define the market's in trouble is we can discuss that. But for me, I mean, you can't be buying houses, $40, $50, $100,000 over asking, okay, in a 7% and above rate environment. At the time, it was 6%, 6.5%, with new fees coming, student loans, inflation and energy, and it just. I'm not one of these people that likes to capitalize on other people's financial pain. I mean, I'm going to go through a tremendous amount of financial pain in the next year. I mean, I sell houses and the market's kind of going to be dead. So, I mean, I'm going through it. It's not something that I want to, I don't know. It's just like, you can only take so much of it a day. And so I was getting kind of tired of that. And then a weird thing that happened along the way is I knew that if I wasn't going to be streaming, okay, and I still wanted to be on YouTube, I needed to have new things. So I needed to have like new software, that kind of thing. And I wanted to go back to OBS because I'd started originally with OBS, but I hadn't done it in so long that I was kind of afraid to get started. And then once you get started, it's like, how are you going to put this together? And I had been so used to doing it a certain way with the streams that I really wasn't ready to make the changes that I needed to make to do videos. And so hopefully today, after today, like that fear is going to be over and I'll kind of have a good framework to start off of. And then there was an odd thing where I kind of started messing around with Twitter, and in a month on Twitter, I've got 203 followers, which, isn't great. I'm not proud of it. But, in a month, I got 203 followers. Maybe some of those are fake. Maybe half of them are fake. Okay. But I've been on YouTube for more than 3 years and I have 180 followers. It's not hard to figure out where you want to be spending your time. You want to be spending your time where there's eyeballs. So, as you're making inroads somewhere else, that time commitment has to change. And so, I've been on Twitter and it's been working out well for me. So I just have to go. I only have so many hours in the day. And so that's where I've been spending it. And finally, I'd mentioned it, the website crashed. And as a real estate broker, like, my website is my foundation. It's everything is based off of the website. And so, I've been spending hours trying to get the thing back together. And I don't have like I can't just pay for a template site. That's not who I am. And I've been working on building that site back out, and it's taken a lot of time, and it's going to continue to take a bunch of time. So that's why things ground to a halt. It was never like I want to stop. Okay. It's never like I wanted to quit. It was just all these things were dragging on me. And so now that we've got that out of the way, I kind of wanted to give you like a way forward. And I say that, but it's also for me. I also need something to kind of have a roadmap and kind of an explanation. So I don't know if you've ever watched The Quartering. The guy comes on, I think it's Jeremy. He's like, he does 4 or 5 news pieces a day, and then he does a stream, and it's just a better format for me. For example, like, I don't have to be up at midnight doing a stream. I sometimes I can't do that when I'm writing contracts and stuff. It's 9 o'clock at night. I just get tired. I just want to send the offer over, and so it gives me some flexibility. And also, there are some days where I feel very talkative, and there's some days where I see 17 articles that make a lot of sense, and then there's other days that don't. I don't see anything that's interesting, and I don't really have anything to talk about. And so that's kind of the model we're going with now. The Quartering now. I'm never going to be. I'm not a provocateur. I'm not someone that's going to just poke and pick at people. It's just not who I am. So it's not going to be that. But I can shoot a video, and it's just something that I can do quicker, and I can upload it, and we're good. And so that's the plan. Now with the algorithm, it's just been bizarre. So some of the videos I do are just awesome. And some of them have never been seen by anyone based on the stats. Now, to me, it doesn't make any sense to invest a ton of time on one video versus investing a bunch of time on another video, because I never know which one's going to hit and which one doesn't. And so this kind of allows for that. I can spend the same amount of time on any video I want to, and if it shows up, that's great, and if it doesn't, that's fine too. And in the same case, like, look, you don't have to watch every video I put out, okay? Like, I appreciate if you watch any. Like, you don't have to even subscribe. I'd like to get subscribers, because that was a thing. Okay, you can say I have, I have 1,000 subscribers. Well, that's better than 100 subscribers. It's a number. I realize, like, Mr. Beast has like 160 million or something. I mean, it's just some ridiculous number. Okay, but it's good for my ego now. It's okay. Now, one of the things that I've kind of danced around for a while in my head is, it's possible that my channel might be dead. Okay. It might be that there's some combination of something that I've said, something that I've done that has caused my channel to just not be something someone wants to watch. It could be content related as well. I mean, it could be maybe you're bored. Maybe there's other things to watch. It's gotten extremely competitive on YouTube, and it's quite possible that my channel's just dead. And so going through all of this stuff for a channel that's dead anyway, that's no one's going to watch, doesn't make any sense, right? It doesn't make any sense. That's not why I got on YouTube. I got on YouTube because I wanted to share my experiences as an everyday real estate broker in St. Louis, Missouri. That's what I wanted. And to go after all this other stuff isn't where I'm at. And so with it maybe being dead, it makes more sense to create these videos. And so that's kind of what I want to do. And so there will be probably more videos, okay, but they'll probably be shorter length, and they'll be whatever length it takes. Like right now, I'm a little bit long, but I just want to go over stuff today, so I don't feel too bad. But you could have a video that's going to be 10 minutes long. You could have a video that's 5 minutes long. I don't care about monetization. It would have been nice, but given what I know, it's not happening. And even if it does, it's like, okay, great. My goal is to sell more real estate. My goal is to tell you what I think about things in the market, and then I'm seeing very, very early, so that maybe you can position yourself accordingly. It isn't to be the biggest real estate channel. The biggest real estate channels are channels that preach doom and destruction and game that algorithm like you would not believe. It's not who I am. It's not what I'm doing. So, there's no way I can do it. I don't have that within me. The main goal, like maybe I said before, is just bringing thoughts and opinions of, a real estate broker who does the business every day. Okay. If you have questions or something, you can put them in the comments, and maybe I can answer, what have you ever want to know? What about, but I don't want to spend every day like doing, 10 ways to make your living room stand out. Like, for me, that would be just a joke. So that's kind of where I'm at. I can see I'm at about 13 minutes, and, expect more videos, expect shorter videos, expect, if you enjoy them, great, subscribe, hit like. If you don't like the videos, don't watch, don't subscribe, don't like. And to everybody that's, been watching for the longest time, and when I started, just thank you. Thanks. I hope I've helped in some way. And with that, I'm going to head out. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening, and I will catch you on the next one. Bye.